the government should not ever, force a woman to have her breast cut off, and they should never prevent a woman who wants to from having her breast cut off.
Colorado recently has a Supreme Court case on the subject of whether a therapist can encourage a gender dysphoric kid to embrace their natal gender. As the supporters of the therapist who has sued the state of Colorado would put it, and on the other hand, conversion therapy, as the Colorado law has defined it. Is there a middle ground on that issue?
Well, you always want to err on the side of individual autonomy, and that means if it's a minor, that includes their parents. But yeah, there's an interesting nexus between free speech and the practice of medicine. Doctors have a responsibility to give science-based advice. They have some degree of legal responsibility if they don't. I mean, there needs to be science that shows that different therapies work. Obviously, there's no science at all that justifies what some people call conversion therapy. In fact, it's caused very severe psychological trauma for many people who've experienced that.
Yeah, I wrote a column saying that I thought free speech was a really unhelpful sort of lens to look at this through. What people are actually interested in is what works for the kids. What the supporters of the woman who is suing say is like, look, none of these treatments have been very well validated, and it's different from gay kids. Do we know that by analogy that our kids' gender identity is stable in the same way?
I mean, look, the government should not ever force a woman to have her breast cut off, and they should never prevent a woman who wants to from having her breast cut off. I mean, it's entirely in that realm of the personal decision. The government simply cannot know. It's between a person and their caregiver, and these are very intimate decisions that they make, and government should not be second guessing these decisions.